Good morning, traders. Franco here with Trading Futures Live. We're gonna trade together. We're gonna see how the markets react to today's trading session, and we'll try to make the best we can here, right? Before we continue, please understand that trading is risky, and you can risk all your capital and lose all your capital. So please don't take my trades. Do this at your own risk. I do this for educational purposes and my own accountability. So with that being said, let's jump right into the charts. So this is my main trading chart. I do have a 500, let me pull up that one, because I have some technical things here because I was changing. There we go. Okay, so we do have this one. All right. We're 10 seconds from the open, and we started to come back down. I was on the pre-market. For those who didn't see that video, I encourage you to go see it. I am neutral bearish today because of the dollar. The dollar is going up. All right, so you guys watching my main. Oh, here's the deal. Here's the thing. Down large monitor. Give me 1 second. Display capture. Upper monitor, there we go. That's why I have this all messed up. So downside monitor, I'll put this here and get rid of this. All right, so let's give a couple minutes to the internal to give us some information while I just fix this thing. Feel free to type in your questions if you want to know something about my trading. So this one, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Yes. Logitech here. Disclaimer here. There we go. All right, so let's go back to this one. Perfect. So I already fixed this. All right. Yesterday I didn't trade at all. It was a futures open until 1 p.m. but I didn't trade at all. The volume was very, very low. All right. All right, let's put the dollar here on the right so we can see it at all times. Wow. Dollar is very strong. Very strong. All right, let's set the risk for today is going to be, I want to say I want to recover my confidence. So I want to take a very, very conservative approach. I did not have a good week last week. So for me to regain confidence, I want to risk the amount of dollars that will make me keep inside my comfort area I don't want to challenge myself, and I want to do just one account today. I will not be trading multiple accounts, just one account, low risk, and let's regain confidence. It's my guard dog. Right, and I did post a video about psychology because I felt the need to do it, even for myself, because when you are in a losing streak, you can start doubting your trading system, and that creates a self-fulfilling prophecy around your trading, which is not good. All right, now we have 934. ADQD opened into the positive side, obviously, because we were positive, and now we're back below the zero line. And same case for the tick chart. It's not any extreme to the downside. I want to be aware that if the dollar is going up, I need some sort of retracement for me to trade. I don't do many breakouts or breakdowns, but instead I wait for the retracement to happen. Sorry about that. I think I'm gonna close these doors so he can stay inside. All right. So we are in the consolidation from yesterday, right? We are inside all this crap from yesterday, all this sideways movement from Sunday and yesterday, which is not very impactful for me. Is the volume is very marginal, is very low. One more minute for the 7-minute close. That does the candle that is going to give me the volume assessment for the day. I want to point out that Friday, it was a very, very curious trading day. You don't see those often, right? We were going up around 1% or something, and then we retraced back down. We completely shift trend. And if you see here, the volume on Friday was very low at the beginning, right? But then the volume started to catch up right here, like around after 10 and then after 12, high volume bars. This is not very typical. You always see this sort of like U shape, high in the open, very low the rest of the day, and then high on the end, on the close. You see that very, very, very often, right? The U shape right here. There you go. On Friday, it was not the case. Like it was very sustained volume the entire day. So I do think that's a very strong movement we had on Friday. All right, so ADQD started to break down. Same for the tick chart. We came to the zero line, positive, very shallowy, and then we're going back down. So I'm gonna start looking for shorts right here. We do have some news report, economic news report coming out at 10, so I want to be aware of that. I don't care about the results of the I don't care about the results of the the report. I do care about the volatility that it causes. All right, and for risk purposing, I'm gonna trade the M and Q, but I will chart on the NQ. So I will be charting on this chart, but I will executing on the micro NQ. Here is showing the Apex account, but I'm gonna trade my personal though. And here is the P&L for my personal account. So volume today is 24,000 contract. Is definitely to the higher end, and it makes sense because we're hitting a extreme. Now 80, if you guys see my pre-market demand, 80, 12,080, I have a demand right there. So I do expect buyers to defend that area. I don't think it's gonna work, but buyers are gonna try to defend that area, right? So that will cause some sort of retracement, sorry. And if it retraces to the upside, then that's my short, right? I don't want to get caught here shorting at 80 because I'm expecting a retracement probably to these 144. 144 is beautiful. Probably with the news right here, that'll be amazing for me. But for that, we need to be very patient. We can't be rushing into trades. So I like these pivots right here. And for that, it'll be starting here, that one. Tick chart is creating a high. Let's go to the dollar. The dollar is above the wick that was created yesterday with the Japanese news report. So the dollar is gonna start giving up some gains, and that is expected right now. My expectation is the dollar will come down. Not much, and then when it hits some sort of demand, then that's our short. Now we haven't violated this this consolidation area from yesterday. I don't think it's a very good area. I think it's a very low volume area. All right, so let's do this. What if I want to short right here?
Order submitted.
There we go. So I do have this area. Let's see if we can have a retracement 145. Yeah, tick chart is pretty weak right now. Let's see if we can have a retracement on the next 15. It doesn't look like though. Now, the closer we are to 80, the less that I will try the short. I need that demand to be broken. And for it to be broken, it needs to come down. New 15. New 15-minute candle. New 15 and new 7. That's great. That's great if I have a retracement. All right. Let's go see what Apple is doing. All right, so Apple didn't even touch the 30-minute candle wick that I was expecting, and it started to come down. It's coming down sharply, like big time. We were 157, now we're 155. We're closing the gap from Friday. So that's a point where probably buyers will step in. But I don't think they're strong enough to just take this thing higher. So I would think that more downside is expected here in the markets. Tick chart barely touches the zero line and then start to come down. "12 minutes for the 10 a.m. candle close." Now, why I do like the 10 a.m. so much, that's when the 4-hour candle closes. When the 4-hour candle closes, hence one opens, a lot of algo trading are triggered. Like institutions, they don't trade 5-minute patterns. They just trigger algos on higher time frame. 4 hours is a good time frame. So the highest volume 4-hour candle in the trading session. So we have 3, right? The one that closes at 9, that's just 30 minutes of the 4-hour candle into the trading session, right? High volume, I mean. But the higher volume is concentrated between 10 and 2. And then you have from 2 to 4, another 4-hour candle, but in reality, it's just 2 hours of high volume, right? So I wanna trade the 10 to 2 because that's the one that have the higher density of volume. So what usually happens is you have some sort of retracement on the 10-minute open, on the 10 a.m. candle open. So you have a wick, and then you have a trend on the rest of the candle. That's why I do like zones created at 10 a.m. (10 a.m., 2 p.m., those are the areas that I really like. Like 12:30 or 1:30 or 3:30, I don't like that too much. If I want to trade a demand that was created at 10 2 days ago, wow, that's what I'm looking at. All right, so 9 minutes to the news. And the tick chart is having more downside. Like we haven't broken the low created at, what time was this? 1:45. So that's the low at 45, and that low at 45 was here. Now look where we are at. We're a lot lower, but the tick chart hasn't gone lower yet, and we are in demand. So I want to be aware of that. I want the tick chart to create a new fresh low if I want to keep shorting this thing. Like I want to really engage in a shorting trading today. We're tapping the yesterday's low, and Friday's low is 42. So tick chart did not make a new low. That is not very bearish right here. If you guys can share your trading ideas, that'll be great. I'm looking for a short at 1:45. For that, I will need the 10 a.m. and news report sort of volatility to fill me in. If we break to 12,020, I'll show you where the demand is. So the demand is at it's 12,000. It's 11,993. So we still have some room inside the demand. Like Apple is showing me some sort of rejection from Friday's lows, but like I've said, buyers always try to defend that pivot. Buyers always try to defend demand zones, but they fail. It's not that there are no buyers. There are buyers, but sellers are stronger when there are more sellers, right? Tick chart finally breaking down. So that's confirming the move. That's a solid move. And the demand might fail. Where's this area coming from? I want to check this. Long time ago. Yeah, it was tested already though. I will not be attempting any long as of now. And for me to short this thing, it has to come back up to probably 97 here. 97. What do I have here? 97. I do have some sort of supply right here. But I want to, there we go. From 92 to 115. I want to just cancel the order that I have right now and set up a new order. I think the retracement from the news can take me to this level.
Order submitted.
There we go. Now, ideally, these two are the best ones. And we might have a retracement to this part, right? But 92, what do we have in 90? Yeah, well, I do have this consolidation area. 1, 2, 3. A lot of pivots right here. And we broke to the downside, so we might have a retracement there. There you go. Yep. So I do have active orders right there, 92. It's 3 minutes for the news report to come out. So at this point, I think the news report's volatility can create this 70-point retracement to fill me in. Let's see if we can have it. We're selling off very steadily. The ADQD has a lot of room to keep dropping. It's just at minus 1200. So when this thing is bearish, it's usually around 25, 26. R2Y just broke the Friday's lows. Yeah. ES has not yet, and the NQ hasn't yet. We're close. We're right there, but we haven't. YM did, but it didn't. No, it didn't broke the low from Friday. So we are right there. There's no there's no reasons for it to go up, technically and fundamentally. If you ask me, I think a lot of hawkishness on the Fed is making these markets just to go down. If I don't talk, it's because I'm waiting. So there's 1 minute for the news to come out. But that two shorts. Short recording. There we go. Start recording. So the news came. Not much reaction. Not much. I still have my order on. I do have this demand in MNQ. I didn't have it on NQ. I don't think it's gonna work, but it certainly has worked for 2 times before. Tick chart is certainly pretty weak. Very, very weak. This thing just might go down with that retracement today. Who knows? All right, so we violated the demand entirely. Get rid of these lines so they don't bother us. So market has changed because I don't have too many opportunities early in the morning. Every time the market just, if let's say the market dropped 2% today, if you check the charts, it just dropped with no retracement. So it's changing. So I need to adapt to this. Yeah, no, the tick chart is very weak. Very, very weak. It's hitting minus 800. ADQD still have some room. So my order is alive there, is on. So the tick came to the zero line. What time was this? 10 a.m., right? So at 10 a.m. we did have this blue candle. So this is the retracements that we're having today. We need to adapt to it. But the farther it goes, the less likely I am to put a short. I need to wait patiently for that, guys. If we don't get that fill and we have some sort of like retracement on the ADQD, we can probably see if we can choose another zone, like for instance 05 or 18. But for now, I'm very skeptical. I want to see some sort of retracement. So I said on the live stream on the pre-market that 950, sorry, 900 was not very likely, but we're close now. Sorry, that it looked not very likely, but we're so close that it looks likely to me. So we're consolidating right there. See if we can have a retracement from there. Tick chart certainly is breaking to the upside, but it has come to the zero line and then it rejects it all the time. So it's yet to see if we will have some movement to the upside. It looks like it wants to break to the upside though. No, not yet. Wow. It just continues to go down. New 7-minute. So we got nothing yet. I might engage in this thing. Turn on the smart risk. Time is it? 10:15. So it looks like we either can when I look on the 4 hours. I would say that we're tapping the lows from the recent trend on mid-July. No, we're very far. The low is 11,044, 11,060. So this is a 7-minute. You stop in here, the top of the previous candle. We created a very bullish candle on the 3-minute. Let me see if I can amplify this thing. Tick chart is breaking to the upside in a long time since no, actually that's the highest we have been today. We opened and then we dropped. Now we were back at the open, and it doesn't look like it's very bullish though. Now I'm not saying I'm looking for bullish patterns, but for my short I just need a retracement. Yeah, it's selling off big time though. Now here's the deal. Let me turn to my screen. All right, let's all right, so I wanted to show you this, right? So we've been coming down steadily and we came to this pivot, right, which is not a very nice supply, but is a zone that was created at 10 when the candle opened right here, right? So if we have a bullish retracement right here, I want to be aware of this too, right? One thing that I have explained in the past, if we have this sort of movement and then we tapped these highs and then we continue, that is very likely a change of pattern here, meaning a bullish change here. So if I were to trade this zone to the downside, right? Look where my 3-to-1 is right here. So this zone will not give me the risk and reward ratio that I need for my trade to be efficient, right? So it's more like 1.5 to 1. But there's so many downsides from this area. Like, location is not good, risk and reward is not good, it's very wide. Well, it's 30 points, it's not very wide. But ideally, if I do have 1 or 2 candles here, boom, sorry about this, if I do have ideally 1 candle, or let's say not 1 but 2, 3, without a retest of this high, that'll be great for me to short this area. If this high is tested, then I will not trade this area. Why? Because the test from these 2 highs tells me that there are buyers showing up right here. So I just want a very sharp move to the zone so we can short this thing and have a better probability for it to continue to go down. That's why we have to approach the market very, very carefully, because yes, we have been going down this year, but we do have this type of pattern on the daily, and we are retesting those lows right now, so we could have a reversal at any time. Fundamentally, I don't think that's I don't think there's a reason fundamentally, especially if the Fed continues to just show more hawkishness. But yeah. I don't think this is bad per se. I said when it goes here, I just don't want this. That's all. And it looks so weak that it might not even break these highs. It might, but yeah, on the 3-minute it's consolidating. On the 7-minute, yeah, it's creating some bullishness right there. I want to take a look at the dollar. The dollar is finally retracing back down. It's giving up a little bit. But I would say 110, 17 is my area. So I want to mark that out. And if we do have some sort of consolidation here, I will look for a continuation on the dollar. Yeah, the market looks pretty weak though. Tick chart created a fresh low at 10:03. 10:03 is right here. 10:03. There you go. Where is it? Right here. This movement downwards is not making fresh lows on the tick. Not an extreme though. This is the low of the day on the tick chart. Coincides with all these pivots. So I will sustain my theory of if this thing goes up and if it retests this, and then we will have some more bullish movement here. ADQD just it looks pretty weak though. Minus 1760. Alright, let me get rid of these drawings. Some volume here on the 7-minute is higher even than the open. So that is some sort of signal that market is exhausted right there. Exhaustion patterns happen all the time. All right, let's go back down to this chart. Here we have 1, 2, 3 pivots. And then we have the breakout and this little wick right here is a retest, right? So I think we might have more upside from this. So for me to take this order, I don't think this area will work. For that, I'm going to, well, my order is up, is up. Let me change this to MAQ. All right, so this is my order. My order is up right here, 92. So 92, we might have some exhaustion on the market. So I want to monitor because of this type of trend change pattern. I want to monitor when I get filled regarding the internals, right? So some people like to trade this. let me put it like this. This, right? So I certainly would. Now that the ADQD starting to retrace to the upside, which is good, but is going to encounter eventually supply that was creating on its way down. And that is, I'll show you in 1 second. So I need to transfer to this and then the pre-market. Nope. There we go. So this is my tick chart. I'm gonna get myself out of the way so we can watch this. Now is starting to create higher lows. It'll be something around like this. Destroyed if this thing just comes down, right? In a retracement. So I want to be very, very careful with the tick chart. Now this ADQD does not look very, very bullish at all. All right, let's go back to the chart. Oh, there we go. Get rid of all these pivots. Cancel that order and see what we can do here. I can certainly take a long right here. I don't want to be overly aggressive with the longs. And I might take this. It's 2 to 7, 2, 2.5, like 3 to 1. Yeah, it's not bad. Tick chart is right there. ADQD is coming back down. I can take this thing confirmation. I'm not gonna take a limit though. But it looks pretty weak. I don't feel confident trading this setup though. And this will be for a very short and quick tradable reaction. I wouldn't just hold this thing forever. So the 3-minute is about to close, and the 7-minute has 1 more minute. So use a new 30-minute candle though. And the 30-minute candle closed pretty neutral. It opened up very bearish, and then it retraced back down. It retraced back up to 12,000. All right, new 7-minute is about to open in 7 seconds. Yeah, the retails didn't even come down. Some selling pressure right there. This was 31. Where's 31? Oh, there we go, here. So this is a classic reversal pattern right here. Double bottom, and then breaking all these pivots, came back here. I was planning to take this confirmation, but it just tapped it. And like I've said, the trend on the tick chart is changing. The ADQD was good because the low created here. No, I was saying that the tick chart was not in optimal, but 13 is the low here. The low on the ADQD was 26. All right, here, and then start to go back up. So we went to the ATR extension line, which was 953, and we started to bounce from there. The low of the day is 31 though. And we started to see some aggressiveness on the buy-in. I don't think I do have orders here. Let me cancel them just in case. All right. So the 30-minute is certainly going back up. Like I have said in the pre-market, usually you get a U shape on the volume. It's not happening either today. Today is just very steady and high volume. All right, so I do think I have some room to trade off of this 92. So I want to see where the tick chart is at this 92 if I want to take a short right here. Market is making a little bit of its losses, like we were down 1 and 30%, now it's back to minus 0.5%. So the way I will be watching this is tick chart created a high, and this high was 41 right here, right? This is the high of the tick chart, the high of the day. So I want this thing to come up, but the high on the tick chart being lower. And I wanna mark this here. All right, horizontal line in the straight station. There we go, it's 899. 895. All right, so cool. Tick chart, sorry, the ADQD is coming to a nice blue box that I have right there. And you start seeing some patterns of exhaustion right here. Let me get rid of this. You can see how this high volume candle just rejected from this supply area, base drop, and the tick chart went to an extreme and collapsed from there. So that's some sign of exhaustion. So that's good if I want to take a short at 92. No trades for me today. Let's wait for the setup. At this point, I think tradable reactions are more likely for me to take. If I were to take a trade in the afternoon, that would be more like a continuation pattern, but not as of right now. That's 10:45. All right, let's watch the 15-minute. So the 15 minute is certainly very bullish right there. I'm gonna take a 5-minute pause because I've been stuck to the computer since 8. So I want to just rest my sight a little bit and just stay 5 minutes off of the chart. I don't think any setup is showing up right there. My area is 92 and my other area is 69. So I'm gonna get out of this thing for now. But I will leave the charts up, so when I come back, I will so you guys can join the streaming though. I'll see you in 2 minutes. All right, I am back. It's good. All right, it's good to take some time to decompress and trying to clear your mind. I think more upside is here very likely though. All right. So I do have this area at 92. I want to see the tick chart. Tick chart is not making new highs. Just good. But I want to see the risk and reward ratio right here. So it needs to come down to, yeah, here is 3.5. So 7 minute is right in the middle. It has 3 more minutes to go. So I'm gonna pass this area, I certainly, or I can just do minimum size. So for now, I'm taking three contracts. I think the most likely area to work is 133. So NQ is basically flat right now. YM is positive, and ES is positive too. So I wouldn't, the only way I will take this, okay, the tick chart is good. ADQD is good. But the 7 minute has 2 more minutes to go. For me to take this trade short, I need the new 7 minute. So that's 2 minutes. So we have plenty of time. And if it breaks the zone, that's fine by me. I will go to the 133, which I think is the most likely area to work. Like if you go see here, let me go back to this chart. Then here you have these 2 pivots from overnight. I do like this area big time. But for now, let's wait for it. Just 1 more minute on the 7 minute. So we have a new 7 minute candle. That was a good entry though. Tick chart is at the 0 line. It's not optimal for me to take this trade, but it certainly looked pretty weak. So if it goes beyond that pivot, I will activate the order though. Let's see if this can break to the upside. It doesn't. There we go. Oh, there you go. The tick chart finally broke to the upside. There you go. So I will put the order right there. I do have an order right there. If this thing breaks to the downside, then I will be in this trade. And if it breaks to the upside, I will be ready to activate the 133. There we go. So it broke to the upside. Get rid of this area here, all this. Let's work on the next one. Let's work on the next one. This is 133. Short right here. I would say this one gives me even better. Well, 2.5, 3 is a pretty wide area though. Yeah, I like this one. I might take this one limit though. Yes. So I'm gonna have that entry limit right there. Tick chart is still weak. I mean, when I refer weak is not breaking new highs. I want to put this chart so you guys see my order there. So the 7 minute has 2 more minutes to go. That's fine. Just have a new 15 minute. could this thing go to my 133? It's very weak. I want to apply the same principle I applied when I was trying to short down there. I wouldn't go long here, but if we violate this pivot, right, we create another one, and then that's a nice continuation pattern to the downside. But I need this to be broken though. The reality is that I didn't have a good month in August. I was on vacation, and then last week was pretty, I wouldn't say pretty bad, but it was like neutral. I didn't make any money. I think I might have lost 500 bucks, which is okay. So I need to regain my confidence. I don't want to take 30 trades. I don't want to take, I just want 1, 2, max 3 good trades so I can regain my confidence and go up in size again, like I always do. So I'm not rushing, I'm just waiting for my setup. I do have a limit order right here, 33, right here. I think the tick chart is looking good. What I don't want to see is certainly making a new high in the tick chart. So I have 2 possible scenarios right here. I do have a double bottom right there, right here, right? But if I have a break to the downside, I will engage in this thing short right here to continue. I don't want to see this thing just making a new highs and the tick chart making a new highs. That will tell me the coherence about it. So instead I just want this to make a new a lower high, and here on the chart making a new high. Let me get rid of this. These are very disturbing. Yeah, tick chart is pretty it's pretty weak though. Still on an uptrend, but it's not making new highs. Actually, this is not the right area. The right area is this one. There we go. Let's see if I can pull this thing closer to this. There we go. So we have more room on the chart. All right, so tick chart is at its highs. I do have a limit order in 33 1/4. Two more minutes for the 7-minute. All right, I still have this order right there. It's 30 seconds for the 7-minute, which is good. If they fill me before but close to the new candle, I wouldn't be mad at that. But it's 20 more seconds, so let's see how this goes. So I'm in this thing short. 10 seconds for the 7-minute. What about the tick chart? I want to see, okay, the tick chart did not break the highs, which is good. But it certainly is a bit bullish, but it is what it is. I already assumed my risk. So I want to just be in this thing, right? Now, it's taking 3 contracts, but is risking $45? It's not risking $45. It's risking $45 per contract. Why does it say it says this? That's crazy. So I'm close to 1-to-1. Tick chart came to a very sensitive area, 0 line. I want to be here, right? So I can manage the trade. Oh, there we go. Here it is, $136. That is my risk. That is my risk. All right, so it's breaking down. So I am already more than 1-to-1. I'm gonna move my stop to break even. Right, so I am in this thing short. For those watching, yeah, no, Nasdaq went positive. It is positive actually, but I do think there are certain areas that are good for the shorts, like the one that I'm in it now. 0.78 Um, 0.78 is certainly a very important area right here, right? So from our trade is certainly going very good. I know it took a lot of time for me to take a trade, but it's reacting very good. Tick chart is breaking to the downside, which is fine. Now we do have some extreme. I don't want to be too aggressive here and married to this trade, because I acknowledge that the 7-minute has some bullish pattern right there. I want to check on the dollar. All right, so the dollar came to the pivot and is breaking back up. Let's see if we can have some upside on the dollar so my trade can work entirely. I want to see how much I am in this trade, how much upside I have here. So probably 2-to-1. Yeah, certainly 2-to-1 is right there. Let's see. We're gonna try to hold this trade to see if it gets to our target. I know this area is a. I mean, where is it? Like, this area is an important area. A lot of buyers are stepping in right here. But it is what it is. Like, that's the trade, and the trade is gonna give me, if it works, it's gonna give me, I think, 3 or 4-to-1. So on the 3-minute we do have some consolidation areas right there. Yeah, so tick chart is breaking to the upside. It's hitting the 0 line but coming back down. Yeah. So how likely are buyers to hold these here? Is 2 more minutes for the 7-minute. So if this thing is gonna go up, it has to do it in this candle, I think. And it's certainly doing it. So it is what it is. My trade is right there. I already assumed the risk, and I am a break even right now. So whatever happens, if this thing continues to go up, I will not lose any money in this trade. So I'm trading a very low size, 3 micros. And I don't do that very often, but I need to regain confidence. I did not have a good August, and certainly last week was not a good week for me. I had a bunch of break-evens. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. I was muted. For your comment about taking to scale out, I do like to take everything in, everything out, and this is me more like trying to get very good at trading instead of just grabbing few bucks, right? I really want to learn this the right way, and for me to do that, I don't care about like having one partial, two contracts, whatever. It's in reality it is what the chart do, right? What matters to me. So right here yeah, there's some buying pressure right there. There's some buying pressure, like it was expected, right? But it was very expected right there. Especially tick chart did not break to the downside. I did have that area since the beginning, and I said the tick chart did not make a new high while the chart was making new highs, so that was the high quality area that I did have. I'm around 2 to 1 right now, so if I want to grab that money, I will be 2 to 1 right now. No worries. So the 7 minute is 3 more minutes. It's 3 minutes old. So the 3 minute is 1 minute left in that. So let's see if we can have a continuation to the downside. I do have a conservative target though. If this thing is a pullback continuation, which is not, it's more like a tradable reaction for me, because the market was it was creating a bullishness to the extent that we were -1 and something percent, and then we're back to flat. Yeah, tick chart is very choppy right there. I think I want to close this trade before it gets to my target. Not because of the money, it's because I feel on the tick chart, if we don't break to the downside, if we don't break, this thing is not gonna go. All right, it's breaking, but the tick chart is not. So that this could mean a reversal at any time. And we do have this pivot right here. So the 7 minute, the good part about the 7 minute is that is still 1 more minute to go. Now the 3 minute does not look good. I really don't like to manage trades because you can really screw up your trading if you manage. But at this point, I think the tick chart is not breaking down. The weakness is not there. So we might hold this thing there. Nevertheless, still a 2 to 1 trade. There we go. So yeah, it might break to the upside. That's the reality. All right, 15 seconds for the 7-minute. If we don't have a breakdown on the next one, which it doesn't look like, we might not get to the target. Well, Diggory is still not a good trade. I need to capitalize, right? It needs to pay me, and it hasn't yet. These pullbacks are very tough because psychologically to handle them is very tough. And there we go, we're having some retracement on the 3-minute. That's awful, but it is what it is. Like, I try not to manage. I try my best not to manage, but we're humans, right? And sometimes you get in the middle. Yeah, I do trade every day. I do this for a living. We just, one friend of mine and I started this channel to try to find more accountability, because accountability is one thing that one trader needs to get better at. To get better. And if you're not accountable, bro, I don't think this is possible. You need to have some accountability. All right, so the 3-minute is chopping around right there. I do think the 3-minute has more continuation to the upside, especially after this candle. The 7-minute certainly have. Yeah, at this point, I don't believe this trade is gonna work, but there's nothing for me to do other than just have the break-even stop right there. But better in profit than in, yeah, I know. But I'll tell you, my experience after 5 years of trading is that holding into your winners is so much harder than holding to your losers. And I think there's this need of record the winning need, where traders just need to record a winning trade psychologically for their, I don't know, their self-confidence, self-esteem, whatever. I have no knowledge about the reason, but psychologically, and this is reported by a lot of traders, psychologically, the need to record the win is a lot higher than the need of just cutting a loss. So I got not filled out here. I did not. So I might have to close this thing myself. All right, so I think this is it. I'm gonna close it because they didn't fill me in. I closed the trade. I probably had like 2.5 to 1. My target was very tight right here. It was coming, they didn't fill me in. They tapped my order. I was too precise, and I'll tell you why. This, and that's one mistake that I made. This pivot, should have put the target 5 points above, but probably a risk and reward ratio. I need to check that out. But you see this pivot here? This pivot actually caused some buying pressure right there. Now at this point where I closed it, I'm not willing to risk the entire trade for probably 71. Well, it was 10 points, right? But this is fine. I got more than 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1. What works for me is the break even, and I have done. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. You're glad. I've done so many tests, and one test that I ran a few months ago is that I do have a lot of break-even trades, and sometimes they worked afterwards, right? After stopping me out break-even. So I included my plan to retake those trades with certain conditions. But the reality is that if I just took all my trades with no moving the stops, I will have more losing trades, right? Overall, but I will make more money on the winners. So the thing goes like this. If I usually go for a 3 to 1, I should aim for a 5 to 7 to 1 for me to make more money. And you guys see now in this trade how hard it is to hold into your winners, right? So I decided, no, I'm gonna keep my break-evens till I am very, very good at this. Like, I want to be the best, right? But I need to keep working on my psychology. That's the reality. All right, so just one trade, 2.5 to 1. There it goes. That's my target. So that's fine. I'm not accounting for the money. I'm accounting for, all right, it went to my target. I picked the target correctly, right? And it certainly have more downside, but I do think these areas of 7-minute and 3-minute and so on are very, very important. So I think buyers will step in right here. They are flushing all the traders that were going long in this red line. They're flushing them, and then they will probably take more to the upside. So the tick chart went to the low, but the low created at 10:03 still hasn't been violated. The red line is a demand that I have here. Let me show you. You have this pivot, right? So first of all, we broke to the upside from this pivots, right? So then from here you have one retest, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So after the fifth attempt, a lot of people say, all right, so this is a good area to buy, right? Not after the fifth attempt, but probably here or here. And price goes up because of buying, right? So you can mess up your trading in a blink of an eye. If I were to take 1-to-1 or close here, I would have gotten what I got, right? So my approach to trading is have a plan, have a strategy, right? You test it. It's profitable. Write a plan around it and execute it the best way you can. For me, it's not touching the orders. I do want to touch them. I do feel the need to move the stop. I do need to feel to close the trade. But the best case is if I don't touch it. And I just came up with that after 5 years trading. I can really screw up my trade if I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing, right? All right, I think I don't have any other opportunities here. I'm gonna wrap up this live stream, and tomorrow I'll be here 8:45 for the pre-market. I think that's a very important live for you guys to watch if you want to follow what I do. And if you like this, please like, subscribe, and share so I can grow the channel and help more people. All right, so see you tomorrow. Thank you.